CBSE NCERT Solutions, Chapter number 5, Arithmetic Progressions, Exercise 5.1 and Problem number 1. The problem is, in which of the following situations does the list of numbers involved make an arithmetic progression and why? So we are given one situation, we'll be given one situation and we will have to tell that whether this situation is related to arithmetic progression or not. So the very first problem in this is the taxi fare after each kilometer, when the fare is rupees 15 for the first kilometer and rupees 8 for each additional kilometer. Okay, before going through the problem, we will discuss what is an arithmetic progression. Any sequence is called arithmetic progression. Any sequence is called arithmetic if the difference between every two consecutive terms is constant. For example, we take an example here: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And if we note the difference between any two consecutive terms, for example 4 minus 2 is 2, and let's check the difference between these two consecutive terms. 6 minus 4 is also equal to 2, and 8 minus 6 is also equal to 2, and similarly 10 minus 8 is also equal to 2. So the difference between any two consecutive terms is constant here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 is an arithmetic progression. Okay, now we can go through a problem, and according to this situation which is given here, we will have to tell that whether it is an AP or not, whether it is an arithmetic progression or not. Okay, the taxi fare for first kilometer is equal to rupees 15. That's given to us. And taxi fare for 2 kilometers would be this 15 plus 8, because it's given to us that for every first kilometer it's 15 rupees, and for the additional kilometer it's rupees 8. So it's 15 plus 8, so it would be 23 rupees. So taxi fare for 3 kilometers would be 15 plus 8 plus 8. So it would be equal to 23 plus 8, and it's equal to 31 rupees. So we have a sequence here, something like 15, 23, 31 and so on. And the next term would be actually 39. If we add 8 to this 39, that would be the taxi fare for 4 kilometers. And similarly we will keep adding rupees 8 for each additional kilometer. So we will get sequence something like that. So now, looking at this sequence, we can decide if it is an AP or not. Okay, let's check the difference between any two consecutive terms. The difference between 23 and 15 is 8, we know that, and 31 and 23 is also 8, and 39 minus 31 is also 8. So the difference between any two consecutive terms is constant. So that's why this situation given is related to arithmetic progression. So answer yes, the difference between two consecutive terms is constant. That's why the situation is related to AP, that these numbers related here to this problem makes an AP. Okay, now going to the next problem. The problem is the amount of air present in a cylinder when a vacuum pump removes 1/4. It's 1/4 of the air remaining in the cylinder at a time. So let's suppose that air initially present in the cylinder is equal to V. Now they are saying that each time 1/4 of the air is removed from the cylinder. So if we remove 1/4 of the air from this V, we will get V minus 1 by 4 V, which is equal to 3 by 4 V. So next time we will have 3/4 V of the air present in the cylinder next time, and next time we will again remove 1/4 of the remaining air. So what if we remove 1/4 of the air from this much of air? We will, okay, 1/4 of 3/4v is equal to that much, and we remove 1/4 of 3/4v of air from that much of air. So we will get something like 3/4v minus, that's 3 divided by 16v, and it's equal to 16 will be the LCM here, and I get here 12v minus 3v, and it's equal to 9v divided by 16. So next time we will have this much of air. Now we can also find the next term, and we will have to remove 1/4 of this. We will have to remove 1/4 of air from this much of air. So but we can have an idea just now. Okay, we have terms of sequence like that. Initially we have v, and then next time we will have 3/4 of v, and next time we have 9 divided by 16v of air. Now if we check the difference between any two consecutive terms here, it's not same, because 3 divided by 4v minus v is not equal to 9 divided by 16v minus 3/4v. They are not equal to each other. So difference between any two consecutive terms is not constant. That's why we say that the numbers related with this situation given here doesn't form an AP. So answer is no. So coming to the next one, the cost of digging a well after each meter of digging, when it costs rupees 150 for first meter and rises by rupees 50 for each subsequent meter. Okay, let cost of digging 1 meter of well equal to, not less, it's actually exact cost which is given, so we cannot say let. So I will write here cost of digging. So cost of digging 1 meter of well is equal to rupees 150. That's given to us. And what would be the cost of digging 2 meters of well? It would be rupees 150 plus rupees 50. That would be 200 rupees. Because it's given to us that cost of digging well rises by rupees 50 for each subsequent meter. So next term here, cost of digging 3 meters of well would be 200 plus 50. That would be equal to 250 rupees. So we will have here sequence of the form something like 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, and so on. Now it is, now we can decide if it is an AP or not. We can have a look at it at this sequence, and we can check the difference between any two consecutive terms. Now let's check the difference between any two consecutive terms. 200 minus 150 is equal to 50, and similarly 250 minus 200 is also equal to 50, and 300 minus 250 is also equal to 50, and 350 minus 300 is also equal to 50. So the difference between any two consecutive terms is constant here. So that is why it is an arithmetic progression. So we say that the numbers related with this sequence makes an arithmetic progression. So answer would be yes. Now coming to the last part of this problem, the amount of money in the account every year when rupees 10,000 is deposited at compound interest at 8% per annum. So if you remember how we calculate the amount, the formula for amount is equal to principal times 1 plus rate of interest divided by 100 power t. T is the time. So how much would be the amount?
At last, virus database has been updated.
So how much amount of money we would be having after 1 year? After 1 year would be 10,000 times 1 plus 8 divided by 100 power 1, because it's just 1 year. T is 1 time, it's 1 year here. And amount of money in the bank account, you can say in the bank account after 2 years would be 10,000 times 1 plus 8 divided by 100 power 2 here, and because the time is 2 years, so that's why it's 2 here. It would be rupees in rupees, and here whatever the answer would be getting would be in rupees. And similarly we can say amount of money in the bank. After 3 years would be equal to 10,000 times 1 plus 8 divided by 100 times power 3. So we have here the terms of sequence something like that. That's the first term, and we have here the second term here, and here we have the third term power 3 here. Now if we check the difference between any two consecutive terms here, they are not equal. For example, 10,000 times 1 plus 8 divided by 100 power 2 minus 10,000 1 plus 8 divided by 100, it is not equal to 10,000 1 plus 8 power 3 minus 10,000 1 plus 8 divided by 100 power 2. So the difference between these two terms would not be equal to the difference between these two terms. So the difference between any two consecutive terms is not same here. So that is why any numbers which are related to this situation does not make an arithmetic progression. So the answer would be no here. So I hope you understood this problem, and in the next problem I would be covering problem number 2, chapter 5, Arithmetic Progressions, exercise 5.1. See you guys.